クソが愚か者め王に危害を加えさらに自害する。これはこれクズだと。なんだグレスと同じ。覚醒戦士ニダルスに受けた傷で瀕死ではないか。そうだ、ここまで登ってなんじゃこれは。すまぬ助けてくれ。
And yeah, before we start, make sure to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon to get notifications for all our new videos. Isekai からの来訪者よ。なあ人間。惜しかったな。それは幻影だ。 Number 12. Reborn as a vending machine, I now wander the dungeon. A man with a passion for vending machines awakens to realize that he has not only died, but he has also been reborn as one of his beloved machines. Although he is a modern appliance in a fantasy world, he requires money in order to keep functioning. He is stuck in one location until a young girl named Lamis stumbles upon him. Amazed by the drinks and food he sells, Lamis uses her blessing of might to lift him with ease and take him back to the village of Clearflow Lake. There, she officially dubs him Boxo. Despite his inability to converse with the villagers, Boxo becomes an essential part of the community. His goods provide nourishment, and as he gains new abilities and products, he becomes a staple of daily life. Nobody is as loyal to Boxo as his first and best customer, Lamis. The more time he spends with her, the more he tries to help her elevate her skills as a young hunter.
綺麗な相手はここにあります。ここにありますと。ガルだと申す化け鳥の人よ。では。
Number 11. Reign of the Seven Spellblades. Impressed by Nanao Habia's skill with a sword, Kimberly Magic Academy instructor Theodore McFarlane saves the samurai from certain death amid a fierce battle. With his encouragement, Nanao enrolls in the academy, where she instantly becomes a celebrity after she and 4 of her peers save a student from an enraged troll. Under the leadership of Oliver Horn, a young man who seems to hide a troubled past, Nanao and her newfound friends start their magical apprenticeship at Kimberly, where only 4 out of 5 students make it to graduation in one piece. It does not take long for Oliver and his friends to experience the dangers of the academy firsthand, as a near-death encounter in the labyrinth under the school leaves Nanao grappling with her bloody past. The inexperienced yet determined students must stick together if they want a chance to survive and uncover the mysteries that the academy holds.
どうした覚醒戦士、そいつを殺せ。お前らの何が優れてるというんだ。何が偉いというんだ。クレスはお前らの道具じゃないんだ。俺のたった一人。
Number 10. Help. 3 months have passed since the Demon King was defeated by a hero. Mankind rejoices over their victory, but dwellers of the demon world do not share the same sentiment. With the loss of their king, they must now hold a tournament to decide who will become his successor. Monitoring the competition is the hot-headed yet powerful Vamirio, one of the 4 heavenly kings. Among all the participants, she is extremely distrustful of one, Helk, a human hero who claims to hate humanity. As much as she wants to get rid of him, it is impossible due to Helk's incredible strength and popularity. Amidst the competition, Vamirio discovers that humans have vanished from various towns. As a result of this puzzling turn of events, Vamirio grows desperate to reveal Helk's true intentions by carefully crafting a plan to make Helk lose. If she proves to be successful, she might uncover where his loyalty truly lies before the demon world is in danger.
そうだな。
ありません。私は元気です。
本当か？
これは
そんな目で見るな。まあいいだろう。
旦那様。
Number 9. My Happy Marriage. Misery seems everlasting in Mio Saimori's life. Born into an arranged marriage, she was quickly discarded after her mother's tragic death. Her father remarried, and her younger half-sister Kaya received all of the affection, while Mio was degraded to a lowly servant. Lacking the strength to fight against her family's abuse, Mio loses hope that her luck will ever turn. Unexpectedly, Mio's father summons her to deliver surprising news. She is to marry Kyoka Kudo, the head of the distinguished Kudo family. Despite his noble background, Kyoka is known to be a callous man who has thus far dismissed all of his former fiancées. Upon arriving at the Kudo household, Mio expects coarse treatment and to be tossed aside. However, contrary to her assumptions, Kyoka shows her the kindness and love that she is desperately needed. Marrying Kyoka may be Mio's one chance to break free from her neglectful family and embrace a life of happiness.
The Harvest Festival's coming up soon. I think we should look at Eris's list, and then try to track down the high-priced items on it. We need to be thoroughly prepared to handle the rare monsters on level 7.
Carrots too.
Of course! We can get a few carrots while we're out there.
Number 8. My unique skill makes me OP even at level 1. Ryota Sato, who died from overworking at a black company, was reincarnated to another world. Although Ryota was alive, he was now burdened with the inconvenience that his level is fixed to 1 in this new world. Although he wasn't able to raise his level, he had a unique skill that can create a cheat-like item that shouldn't exist in the world for monsters. Knowing this, he maxed out his stats with the help of ability up items, and he gathered a number of weapons and items that can only be used by himself, which made him the strongest stats and gear despite being level 1.
ダメ。私にまた会いたい。嫌ですわー。もしかして私の気持ちに来てまだ疑ってるんだな。その通り。今日は私たちのクエストについてきてもらきますわ。
Number 7. My one-hit kill sister. While saving a child from harm, Otaku Isashi Ikusaba is transported to another world and believes he has reincarnated with cheat skills similar to those characters from his favorite games and novels. Unfortunately, reality strikes him when an encounter with a powerful monster shows that he is still nothing more than an average person. In this moment of extreme danger, Asashi instinctively calls out to his overly doting sister, Maya, who appears out of nowhere, possessing the overpowered abilities he thought he had. Maya is ecstatic to see her brother again and resolves to use her newfound powers to protect Asashi no matter what. Together, the close-knit siblings attempt to find a way back home while enjoying their new lives. However, it soon becomes clear that their arrival in this world may have had a purpose. With the Demon King's overwhelmingly powerful army approaching, no one but Maya seems to be able to stand in its way.
たとえ傷は癒えようとも、俺の死刑はま
神様の罪って一体何でしょう。
それは
私はそのことを許します。
な
私は許します。
そんな簡単な
簡単な話です。被害者の私が許すと言っているの護衛だって元闇ギルドの人間。今まで闇ギルドを放置してきた私たちも同罪じゃない。お父様も許せばいいだけじゃない。私は襲われたけど私は許す。お父様お兄様の罪を許してこれ以上いい子だね。
Number 6. I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in the real world too. All his life, Yuya Tenjo has been the subject of resentment and contempt from everyone around him, even from his parents. To make matters worse, his grandfather, the only person who ever showed him affection, suddenly dies, leaving Yuya truly alone. Despite facing many adversities, Yuya does what he can to offer kindness to those who need it, but even the most good-natured people can only tolerate so much abuse. Just when he reaches his breaking point, a flicker of hope appears in the form of a hidden door in his bathroom. This door provides two-way access to an abandoned house in another world, where he instantly gains game-like stats and skills. Moreover, the house once belonged to a sage, which gives Yuya access to remarkable weapons, equipment, and crops with extraordinary effects. With these newfound blessings, the once undesirable Yuya may just reach his true potential and become unstoppable.
って脱いだ服はどうしよう。
お疲れ様です。
それよりナナエラさんは？
ウシエル様の服を洗濯するようにって。
いやいや、そんなことさせられません。
囚人に物を触られたくないとか。
ナナエラさんみたいな綺麗な人にそんなことさせられません。
大丈夫ですよ。任されましたわ。
Number 5. The Great Cleric. After his untimely death, this salaryman gets another shot at life. When Lucille is reborn into a magical new world, he becomes a healer in hopes of leading a peaceful life. However, he quickly learns that being a healer is much more challenging than he expected. With strict and strenuous training in store, this new life is turning out to be anything but peaceful.
もう少しで失ってしまうとこだった。僕のリコリスと一緒に作るんだ。お菓子の国を。
そうそう、愛のリンゴを持って戻られたあたりからです。いやー、噂にたがわぬ色男っぷりよ。
Number 4. Sweet Reincarnation. When a genius patissier dies in a tragic accident before achieving his dream of creating the world's greatest sweets, he is reincarnated as 9-year-old pastry mill Paz Mortellin. Now, in a medieval world brimming with swords and magic, Paz enjoys a peaceful life in the Fief of Mortellin under the authority of his father, the military hero, Lord Casserole. However, scarce ingredients render sweets a luxury, so Paz can only dream of baking.
くそ！春にも匹敵する笑顔を見せやがって。
僕の名はきっとかねてから人への転生を計画していたのだろう。
魔王がそこまで考えていたなんて知らなかった。
その時思わず魔王時代の名を口にするところだったよ。魔王の名はイリス・フィリア。
イリスでいいか。
A 20-year-old shut-in is suddenly transported from his apartment only to appear in front of a goddess who offers him a second chance at life. Although she grants him overpowered magical abilities in this new world, when he awakes as the newborn Prince Reinhardt, his talents are only measured at level 2. Thinking their child to be an abysmal failure, his royal parents abandon him in the woods. There, the prince names himself Haruto, encounters Flay, a flame Fenrir, who decides to devote her life in service to him. Haruto's relative, Gold Zenfis, meets them both in the woods and decides to adopt the child as his own. 9 years pass with Haruto under the care of the Zenfis family. His mastery over his overpowered barrier magic increases by the day, though Haruto would rather not use it to help others. He practices his magic in secret, preferring to have his family believe that he is weak. However, his younger sister, Charlotte, discovers his strength, and with the assistance of Flay, Haruto protects her and the rest of the Zenfis family from harm. With a shifty plot stirring in the kingdom, Haruto only wishes to stay inside and watch anime, but seems he'll have to use his magic to keep the family that took him in safe.
モンスター？
いや、あれは害獣だ。
害獣？
Number 2. Kamikatsu, working for a god in a godless world. Under the belief that the omnipotent god Mitama will come to save him, Yukito Urabe participates in a ritual to become the new leader of his father's cult. But when the boy drowns during the ritual, he wishes to be reborn in a world without gods or religion. Reawakening in a completely different world devoid of spirituality, he meets a deviant girl named Aruaru who introduces him to her village. However, his idyllic image of this world society is short-lived when he witnesses a public group suicide and learns of the country's end-of-life system. At any moment, the government may order any citizen to die. Haruharu and her sister are forcibly taken for execution soon after, prompting Yukito to rush to their rescue, but to no avail. In a moment of desperation, Yukito recalls his father's teachings and utters a prayer for Mitama to save them. Seemingly answering his call, a little girl descends from the sky and annihilates everyone who harmed Yukito and his friends. To Yukito's surprise, the girl introduces herself as Mitama.
殺し屋って割には全然弱いじゃん。
殺し屋じゃないからな。
分かったよ。
てめえ来てたのか。
の依頼を。
何これ楽しい。
Number 1. Dead Mount Death Play. A powerful necromancer known as the Corpse God dies during a legendary battle, only to be reborn as Polka Shinayama, a young boy in modern-day Tokyo. In the process of trying to adapt to his new physical body, he gets targeted by various groups that deal with the supernatural. Among them is Masaki Sakimiya, a high school girl who can see spirits and is out for his blood from the very moment they meet. Attempting to make sense of this situation where unknown parties want him dead, Polka eventually meets Takumi Kuria, a contractor skilled in surveillance and hacking, and Lisa Kuraki, crime boss operating out of Shinjuku. Alongside these and other unexpected allies, Polka braves danger to reveal the truth of his reincarnation and the fate awaiting the world he now lives in.